Welcome to EDC's Week in Review, your December 22nd edition. Here are the top stories. FBI Most Wanted arrested at Caltrans facility. An employee at a DOT maintenance facility in Myers, wanted by the FBI on a no-bail warrant, was arrested without incident over the weekend. Ricardo Sanchez was booked for being a felon in possession of a firearm. Law enforcement surrounded the dorm room where Sanchez was staying after spotting his flagged vehicle. Caltrans said Sanchez was a seasonal employee brought on to help with winter operations. Sheriff searching for SF credit card fraud suspects. Detectives with the sheriff's office launched an investigation in October into a sting of local identity theft and credit card fraud reports. The detectives and analysts identified 2 San Francisco residents as suspects in the crimes. On December 20th, the detectives executed a search warrant in San Francisco on a San Francisco address linked to one suspect, uncovering stolen mail and credit cards from El Dorado County victims, embossing machines for fraudulent card creation, and other evidence. However, the suspects were not to be found. The investigation remains ongoing as detectives contact additional county victims, and warrants are active for the still outstanding suspects. The El Dorado County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in locating the 2 suspects who remain at large. Affordable housing development breaks ground in Placerville. Construction has begun on Cold Springs Apartments, an affordable housing project in Placerville that will provide 82 units for low-income families. The $33 million development has secured over $17 million in funding so far from loans, grants, and other funding programs. Some $13 million in multifamily housing program funds are earmarked to go toward construction through the Pacific Southwest Community Development Corporation. The units are intended to be affordable for families earning between 30 to 60% of the area median income for a minimum of 55 years. World War II veteran receives long overdue medals. World War II veteran Salvatore Gigante finally received his Purple Heart and Bronze Star medals in a ceremony last week, over 80 years after the injuries he sustained while defending military installments in Papua New Guinea during the war. Retired Navy Lieutenant James Goodspeed pinned the medal on Gigante and told the story of the veteran's service and injury, as well as his 13,000-mile medical evacuation for treatment. Goodspeed provided his own medal ribbon for Gigante's Bronze Star, as the original was missing when it arrived. At 98 years old, Gigante is among the approximately 122,000 remaining World War II veterans still living. Injured S.T.A.R volunteer recovering and eager to return. Sheriff's volunteer Case, injured when a tree fell on his vehicle in November, is recovering well in the hospital and looking forward to resuming his community service duties. The sheriff's office thanked the community for their support of Case and the other injured S.T.A.Rs. Case said he'll use his new hat from Buckaroo Leather to get back in the saddle, volunteering once he returns home to continue rehabilitation. Placerville mayor's home loses insurance coverage. Placerville's mayor writes that the state's insurance crisis is negatively impacting residents of all ages and circumstances, putting home ownership and small businesses' dreams at risk. He states that even his own historic home located near 2 hydrants and a fire station lost coverage. The mayor says California's outdated 1980s insurance framework cannot handle modern wildfire and inflation risks, leading 7 of the top 12 insurers to pull back offerings. He hears worries from neighbors constantly and demands state leaders quickly enact comprehensive reforms before millions lose coverage. Man convicted of threatening officer with garden tools. A jury convicted Michael Hammond of attempting to deter an officer by threatening to kill him with a pickaxe, then a shovel, when confronted for trespassing in Placerville. Deputy DA Yvonne Flores presented evidence showing Hammond lifting the weapons over his head while shouting death threats when Officer Pullman told him to leave the Chevron station. Hammond faces up to 3 years in prison at his January sentencing. County resident marks 100th birthday. Longtime Placerville resident and World War II veteran Dick Edmonds recently celebrated his centennial birthday with family and friends. Edmonds enlisted in the Merchant Marines after Pearl Harbor, serving 4 years before graduating college in 1950. He attributes his long life to trusting God and the inspiration of his late wife of 60 years, Judy Watts Edmonds. This has been EDC's Week in Review, your November 22nd edition. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, if you like our content, please like and subscribe. And if you want to learn more about these stories, please see the show notes, and we wish everyone a happy holiday season this year.